I started my internet marketing agency 1 year ago, July 2025. It's now July 2026, and today I'm going to be walking you through the three biggest lessons that I've learned throughout this whole process. There's a video on my channel 1 year ago exactly where I was. You can go see. I was in mental hell. I was in a very dark spot, didn't know what was going to happen, what I was doing with my life, where I wanted to go. And I set some goals, and I hit some of them, and I did not hit some of them. But in the past year, it's been completely wild. 2025 was the hardest year of my life. 2026, we have now seen some of the fruits of the labor, of the mental torture that we went through in 2025. But to give you some context, I run an info product marketing agency. Over the past year, I've grown several clients to six and multiple six figures a month, scaled the agency to multiple 5 figures a month in personal profit, and I've written some things down to share with you guys. And again, if you're someone who's just starting, if you're someone who's in the trenches, or you've found some success, you just want to hear some perspective from, someone else. I'm gonna walk you through the three biggest things. Let's get into it. And so the first thing is, no way, dog. Hopefully that vent right there doesn't interfere. But I live in Los Angeles right now. As you can see, I'm on my roof. I have had some very good times on this roof where I'm making some great money, and have had some very dark times on this roof. But regardless, let's get into it. Hopefully that vent doesn't mess it up. But the first thing is, skills get you as far as you want to go. You will never not get paid if you are genuinely good at what you do. And in the beginning, I just wanted to chase quick money. I didn't want to put the time and effort that was required to get really, really cracked and better than all the other people who were trying to offer the same thing that I was trying to offer to the market. And I've learned a lot. An info agency there's a lot more that goes into it than I originally thought. You have to learn how to hire, train, and manage a team, a sales team. If you're doing full stack, you have to learn how to generate a lead on demand, whether that's organic or paid. Your clients will get mad at you if you aren't bringing them leads, regardless of the organic content that they're putting out. But it's allowed me to gather so many micro skills that I feel confident I could go into any industry now that I've wanted to, that I really want to, whether that's home service, whether that's real estate. I could do marketing. I could technically offer an agency service into so many different niches, and with info being one of the most competitive, with the most skilled marketers out there, if you're good at what you do, you're gonna get paid. In the beginning, I was trying to shortcut getting good at what I did, and it really took a long time to realize I have to get really good. In high school, I was a sweat in high school. I went to college here in LA, to a fairly competitive school, and in high school I knew that I wanted to get into a good college. So I studied super hard for every single test. Every exam I studied. I knew I wanted to do well because I knew that I had to study in order to get a good grade. But in business, especially in internet marketing where there's so much quick money out there, it can be very easy to not put the work, to do the studying, to do the test prep that's needed in order to get the grade, in order to get the outcome, in order to land the client. And so that is the first thing that I would tell myself a year ago. Get genuinely skilled at what you do, because then if you're good, if you know you're good, you're going to have the confidence to go beat your competitors, to go offer a skill to someone you might not think that you're the caliber to go get as a client. If you're confident, if you know I'm good as hell at this, you're going to go and get them as a client. Second thing, this is more on the mentality side, and it's been probably one of the biggest things for me. You need to become someone that you trust in order to get to where you want to go. And what does that mean? You need to be someone who you trust. When you say you're going to do something, you need to do it. It's a whole nother ballgame telling someone else that you're going to do something and not doing it. And, people pick up on that shit. If you tell someone you're going to do something, if you tell someone you're going to get something done by a certain date or time, and you don't do it repeatedly, they're going to know. But people can let themselves get away. What I mean by that is, it's, again, one thing to tell someone else you're going to do something and not do it. If you repeatedly tell yourself you're going to do something over and over and over again, and you don't do it, you slowly begin to think of yourself as someone that doesn't make good on their word, someone that doesn't fulfill on their promises. Especially for yourself, I'm the most important person in my entire world. I matter to myself more than anyone in the entire world, and that may sound selfish, but because of that, I know how important it is to keep my word to myself. And even now I struggle with it still, but over time, it's been more and more of a factor in getting to where I want to go, to hitting my goals, is saying to myself, I'm going to do something and doing it. And some examples of that Could just be in your day-to-day life. If I say I'm going to get up at 6 a.m., if I say I'm going to get up at 7 a.m. on my first alarm, I'm not going to snooze the alarm and go back to bed no matter how comfy my sheets are, no matter how warm my bed is. If I wake up to my alarm and snooze it, get back into bed over and over and over again, week after week, that compounds. I genuinely start to think of myself as someone who can't do that, who can't get out of bed when they should. And then it trickles into other aspects. If I put 3 things on my to-do list and I don't do them, then I put 3 more, and I'm like, I'll get to it later. And it slowly starts to become okay in my head that I can let things go. I cannot keep my word and do things when I'm supposed to do things. And the thing is, it's not just getting out of bed. It's, like I said, deliverables in your business. If I have to build a funnel out for a client, if I have to write ad scripts for a client, and I didn't get out of bed on time that morning, and I'm like, oh, my days already went to shit. I didn't get out of bed. Then, okay, fine. I don't have to do this funnel. I'll do that tomorrow. I don't have to write these scripts. And it just starts to stack. And so when you prove to yourself that you can stick to your word, that you can do the things that you say you're going to do, that compounds as well over time in a positive direction, the same as it compounds when you don't do the things. And so it becomes, there's more gravity, there's more weight behind not doing something you say to yourself that you're going to do if you've been doing everything for the month, for the last month, for the last 2 months, 3 months. It just compounds more and more over time, the gravity, the weight. And so you slowly start to become someone who always does what they say they're going to do, who always tells themselves they're going to do something, and they always do it. And that compounds in every aspect of your life: relationships, gym, your morning routine, your work, etc. And not only little things each day, very, very large things in your life, big decisions, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in your business. Big decisions compound over time. And when you become someone who says, I said I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it, again, it's not just the small things, it's the big things. If you go back a year ago, I was in New York. I was at my corporate banking job orientation for the job that I got out of college, and I actually wanted to die. I was like, there's no way. My whole life, I envisioned myself doing something for myself, not working for someone else. There's no way I'm here right now. Like, I worked my ass off to get into a really good school, to move from Philly to LA, and it's gone. The 4 years is gone. Here I am, filing into a line in my freaking button down at the orientation in New York. And I said to myself, I'm going to get out of this. It's my fault that I'm here, first off, but I'm going to get out of it. I'm going to quit my job within a year. And earlier in 2026, I was faced with a decision. I could theoretically quit. Business was not going great, but I could take the risk, go all in, get a whole lot done a whole lot quicker, or I could just keep doing it onto the side until it was comfortable to go and quit. But I told myself for a while I was going to quit, and I never did it. I would go to, dial my manager or send a message, and I wouldn't do it. And then the day I said I was going to do it, I did. And 2 weeks later, I let 2 weeks go by. Hopefully that motorcycle isn't interfering. But I let 2 weeks go by, and I finally did it. After I said, okay, you're doing this, it took 2 weeks. And that was a huge thing that I proved to myself that I could do. And again, there's a whole lot more that I want to go into on that, but proving to yourself that you are who you say you are, that you are who you want to be, has been so huge in just progressing as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as the man I want to become in a year, 5 years, 10 years. You let little shit go by, you let little shit slip under the cracks, you're like, oh, it's fine, I don't have to do that. It matters, it compounds over time in either direction, negatively or positively. So hopefully you let it compound in the positive direction. Third thing, let's recap. First thing, skills pay the bills. Genuinely get good at what you do. Put the time, effort, sacrifice, and energy into becoming one of the best at what you do, and you will get compensated accordingly. 2, be the man that you say that you are. When you make a promise to yourself, hold it. And when you don't do something that you tell yourself you're going to do, understand that that has an effect in the long run. Number 3, I'm not a fugazi guy. I'm not a BS type of guy. I like to say shit straight up. But the law of attraction is genuinely so powerful. The biggest lesson over the past year that I have found is when I want something so bad. I need it. I want to make this money right now. I want to land this client right now. I want this thing to go right now. shit never happens. Shit genuinely never happens. When I could not give less of a fuck if it happens, whether it's a deal going through, whether it's landing a client, whether it's a payment coming through, when I genuinely don't care, it always happens. Every single damn time, it happens. Every time. The law of attraction is genuinely so real. In college, in high school, whenever I wanted the hottest girl that I had a shot with, whenever I wanted her so bad, I would never get her. Whenever I did not care if about the girl, it could go either way. I didn't need it. That girl always would come back. And it's the same in business. It's the same with any project, whatever it is that I'm starting with. And the best deals that I've worked on in my business to this day have been deals that I genuinely did not care if I landed or not. In the beginning, when I was so money hungry, I had a timeline when I was in my senior year of college, bedroom, grinding, trying to land that first client or trying to make 5, 10K a month before I started my corporate job. I wanted it so bad, and I was doing whatever it took to get it, which was not the right things. And I needed it, so it never came. When I didn't need it, those were the times when shit started to roll. And when you want the money, you want the social proof, you want the views so bad, like it never happens. One of my most viewed reels, you can go look at my Instagram, is a video idea that me and my business partners thought were funny, like about taking Frame on a sales call, because it's like something everyone knows. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make a Snapchat filter reel. I think it's funny. I don't really care if it gets views. Versus videos that I spend hours and hours filming, editing, putting together, get no damn views because I'm trying so hard. Versus the times when I don't care if it performs or not. It's always the times when stuff goes right, shit goes according to plans, when you don't need it. You put the work in, you put the effort in over time. You don't really need it. These short-term dopamine spikes, the good things will come when you don't care. And so that's the biggest lesson I've learned. I can't put in the work every single day and don't give a fuck. If you're doing the right things day in and day out, it'll come. You don't need these short-term up and downs. It'll come if you're doing the right things. Skills pay the bills. Become the man that you trust. Become someone that you trust in your head, and you just have so much confidence in that you're the shit. You do what you say you're gonna do. You're good as hell at what you do. You're him. Just have that, and that doesn't come. I still struggle with that, but it comes over time when you consistently prove to yourself that you are who you want to become, etc. Law of attraction. When you don't need it, you'll get it. If you need it, everything depends on it. You want this thing more than anything in the world, it's not going to come. My goals after this past year, again, 2025 was the hardest year of my life. 2026 has been a lot better. Hard and difficult in many different ways than 2025, but don't get me wrong. I'm seeing the fruits of my labor. I'm seeing stuff starting to go really well. When I've made other people a shit ton of money, that's when I've made the most money. And it's because of the work that has, been put in since the beginning of 2025. But like I said, if you want to see where I was a year ago, go look at my YouTube video. I think it's like the second to last video. I just put it public again. I had it privated for so long, but I'm going to do this every year. My goals, one of my main goals in that video was I want to have quit my job in corporate. I want to be making 12 to 15K a month with my agency. Did both of those things. And again, just prove to myself that I hold my word. I do the things I say I'm going to. And so I'm going to set some bigger goals, and we're going to get after it. And I may hit them, I may not. But just know I'm going to be showing up every single day and working harder than I did the previous day, outworking everyone in the space who's just chasing the short-term money. Because I know I'm going to get that shit eventually. My next goal, or let's just recap. I'm going to, a year from now, look back on this video, just as I, in this video, look back on year from today. So my 3 goals are, 1, 100K a month. We are not there, but we're enough along the way to make that feasible for a year from now. Number 2, I want to travel. I want to get friends in this space that I can travel with. All my friends from college are working, obviously, so they can't travel. I'm traveling in 2 weeks, which I'm excited about, but I want to travel a lot more in the next year. And so I want to have taken 3 different trips that are business related that I've done business on. And number 3, build a team of killers so that I can pay for my time back. Over the past year, I've been so I need to do everything. I need to learn everything. I need to do it myself before I delegate. And to a certain extent, that's true. But in order to get to that 100K a month, I'm going to need to hire. I'm going to need to get A players under me that I trust, that I can bring up, that I can make them a lot of money as well to incentivize them to put their best foot forward for me. So 1 year from today, 100K a month, traveling like a boss, get a team of killers under me that I can really, really, really make my business progress in ways that, I may not imagine right now. Actually, fuck it, I imagine everything. But been a crazy year. 3 biggest lessons. I hope this was super valuable no matter where you're at. I always loved watching videos like this. For more, tactical business stuff, especially in internet marketing in this info space, if you're in that kind of realm, check out the rest of my channel. If you have any questions about life, about business, about my journey, feel free to DM me on Instagram. But other than that, I will see you in the next one. Hope this was valuable. Peace.